Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back in another lovely and beautiful video that I will walk you through some of the activities that I regularly do on a daily basis. Since I'm a little bit a slacker and a procrastinator, and I haven't until now developed a good understanding and sense of the preciousness and value of time. I've been suffering from wasting lots of my time, doing things that are ancillary or auxiliary and forgetting about the main things that I've been trying to do. And in order to avoid this kind of mess and hassle, I've started developing a checklist since I started working at university level. So every morning in my checklist, what I do, I start by writing down the most important things and prioritize that every day of my life. When I wake up in the morning, I start writing the morning agenda. And the morning agenda, I usually read around 10 pages. Sometimes I go beyond that. But the idea is to develop an understanding of the 10 pages that you're reading. And then I write 1 to 5 pages of my research paper because I've been working on a research paper in order to publish it. I'm also writing a book, but probably this is something off my chest that I should not tell you about it right now. It's a secret, but it's still of a big value. So probably that's going to help me get an understanding of that. I'm also recording a memo every day and recording a video for the page in order to keep you engaged and learn new things about language. And sometimes what you see is just a reflection of what I read. So sometimes I read something from the best American essays of the century, or I read a new book, or I do one of the classes, and that crystallizes some kind of idea or a philosophy. So I think, okay, I'm gonna do it in a little bit engaging way, and make someone feel interested about it and feel happy about it. That's why one of the key features of the morning agenda is to read 10 pages, write 1 to 5 pages. I try to go for that. I also record a memo, and then I start the regular daily routine by investigating and checking out some of the books that I have on my shelves for ages. I've been reading the best American essays. I'll leave a link here in case you're interested in checking that out. It's one of the best books that are related to short essays. I sometimes suffer from reading big chunks of books. So essays is short, essays reading is relatively shorter than a book. It gives you the philosophy of the writer. It just reflects an era and what kind of historical, geographic, or political features of that era. And I've been trying to finish this beautiful and lovely book, The Best American Essays of the Century. Like, for example, this one, Of the Coming of John. It's a little bit difficult, but it's one of the best essays that are written in the 21st century. The book is by Robert Atwan and Joyce Carol Dates. Usually this helps me develop a variety of perspectives about what I should do and reflect about my life. I reflect about what I can do with my friends. Usually one of the big mottos of my life is to make someone happy. As you can notice that it's in the bottom of my checklist, because I end up, trying to make someone happy. Here, in addition to the best essays of the century, I also recommended you read this book. It's They Came to Baghdad, موعد في بغداد, by Agatha Christie. It's best of the best books that I could definitely recommend to you. Now I'm on page 27, chapter 3. I'm rereading this book again because this is a new version and it looks appealing to me. So I recommend this book because it just contextualizes lots of vocabulary that you need to learn and it's by a very artistic writer, Agatha Christie. She is very famous for detective stories. And also, I investigate some philosophy of language, and sometimes I investigate the philosophy of language. I am a little bit leaning towards structuralist, and I need to understand how language and linguistics came to be the way it is now. So I'm reading for Bloomfield, I'm reading for Noam Chomsky, and I'm reading for big pioneers in the field of linguistics. And the study of language is just so interesting that it just entices me to keep reading and discovering and learning more about this beauty and the spectrum of languages out there, and how we can develop a good understanding and a sense of what languages are and how we can learn them, and probably that's going to be spread to you. So eventually, this is my daily routine. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.